Alright, what's up, y'all? It's Matt here. How you guys doing today? What's up? I am back with another Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind video for you guys today. And a more kind of general Kingdom Hearts discussion as well. So I want to get these Kingdom Hearts videos out to you guys. Got a couple of other ones lined up in the future. I've just been very busy and kind of tired over these past few days. So that's why I've not been making as many videos. Sure, more edited videos as I get adjusted to everything in here with this like new apartment and stuff. But anyways, yeah, let's get into this topic right here because I think it's going to be a very interesting one. So we are now officially in the release month for Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, January 2020. It's going to be coming out the 23rd, which is only 18 days away. Holy shit, dude. I've been so busy the past couple days, I've just haven't had time to think about it, but oh my god, yes. So yeah, it's coming up on us pretty quickly. Also, the 1-year anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 3 releasing on the 29th, so that's pretty exciting too. You know, it's kind of coinciding with that. The big piece of Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, a lot of stuff's going to be in it. You know, based off those trailers, there's going to be a lot of cool things to see since they're having a bunch of content just in this for a piece of DLC, and they've taken this long to make it, so it's crazy how much is going to be in this thing. But that's the thing right there. You know, since there's going to be so much content in this one piece of DLC and there's no really other interview saying otherwise, this is looking like it's going to be the only piece of additional content Kingdom Hearts 3 will be receiving, you know, outside of like updates and small little things like that. The only big piece of additional content that Kingdom Hearts 3 will have, let's say that. One is taking so long to develop just this one DLC. It's taken them over a year. So I think they've been working on it since November of 18 when they finished Kingdom Hearts 3 up officially. And also they've been working on Kingdom Hearts 3 since 2012, and they probably want to move on to the next Kingdom Hearts game. Since Nomura is kind of busy with FF7 Remake, they can't really do both of those at the same time. They're just going to move on from Kingdom Hearts 3. This is the last really thing Kingdom Hearts 3 will be receiving ever. That's crazy to think about, man. I have been covering this game since day one. You know, the day it was announced back in like June 10th or 11th, 2013. And when Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind comes out, it's just going to be over. That's it. No more. Just so much of my life at this point has been covered by this, and now it's not going to be there anymore. Thank God I got myself covered on that though. But anyways, besides the point, since Remind is probably the last thing Kingdom Hearts 3 will be receiving, after Remind comes out and all that stuff, the future for Kingdom Hearts is kind of unclear, uncertain. We don't know what's going to be happening. Blank. After 3. They haven't officially announced anything yet. They've said they're working on the next Kingdom Hearts game. They haven't officially announced it with a trailer and stuff like that, and we don't know when, where, or how they're going to be doing that. And you know, Nomura, he's going to be working on 7 Remake for the next few years as well. We don't know exactly what he's going to be doing, and also Union Cross still getting frequent story updates. It's just very uncertain right now of what Kingdom Hearts is going to look like after Remind. That's probably going to be scary for some people. Uncertainties are never fun, you know. Where we can have to wait a short time before anything huge happens, or we have to wait a couple years, even longer. But I have somewhat of an idea of where I think they might be taking Kingdom Hearts in the future. In this video, I'm going to be going over that, what I think Kingdom Hearts is going to look like beyond Remind, kind of speculate on that. Not official at all, of course. I'm just basing this off of what I know about Square Enix, Tetsuya Nomura, and Kingdom Hearts 3, what happened with that, and just kind of assuming what's going to be happening from there. And, you know, just they're going to be educated guess. But yeah, this is what I think is going to be happening with Kingdom Hearts after Remind. Let's get into it. So I'm not going to be going in chronological order for this video. I'm just going to be talking about 3 different individual topics and what's going to be going on with that. Next Kingdom Hearts game, Tetsuya Nomura, and Union Cross. Kind of discuss what I think the future is for each of those. And first up is the next Kingdom Hearts game, whatever the heck it's going to be. They haven't really said officially what it is yet. Again, we know they're working on it. They have said so in the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania back in like May of last year. They said that they started preliminary work on it, you know, coming up with ideas and concepts and stuff like that. Nothing full or major yet.
Remind.
That has been the main focus for the team over there. And since they've been working on that, they haven't really started full development on the next Kingdom Hearts game yet. But once that game is out the door and done, which I think since it's so close to release, I think they might officially be done with it at this point. They're going to start full work and full development on the next Kingdom Hearts game and have everybody on the team working on that. Again, we don't know exactly what it is. We don't know if it's the full start to the next saga or Kingdom Hearts 4 or like a side game or kind of something like that. Whenever that thing comes out, depends on what that is. If it's like a smaller little side game thing, not as huge as 3, it might be like 2 to 3 years before that thing comes out. But if it's like a huge game and the big start to the next saga, Kingdom Hearts 4, if you will, it may take even longer than that, a similar amount of time to Kingdom Hearts 3. But if they're going to be doing something similar with this game to what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3, we're going to be getting an announcement of this game this year, 2020. They're going to announce this game this year. more than likely at E3. Because if you didn't know, Kingdom Hearts 3, that game started development in 2012, kind of like a mid 2012 around there, right when they got done with Dream Drop Distance. Right after that game, they started work on Kingdom Hearts 3. A year later, at E3 2013, they officially announced the game. They weren't really far in development yet. The trailer that they showed off there was just a very basic concept trailer of what they wanted the game to be like, but they still announced it anyways, the E3 before the launch of the PS4 and Xbox One. So there's a bunch of user announcements there, and that was one of them. And if you think about it, this game, it's in a very, very similar situation. It started development last year in 2019, right after Kingdom Hearts 3 got done. Still very early in development, just some concepts and ideas right now, nothing full or major yet. And we're coming up on E3 2020, the E3 the year after the game started development, and we're also having the launch of the next consoles as well, with the PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's in like the exact same situation that Kingdom Hearts 3 was in. New console launch, year after the game started development, very early in development as well. If they're going to be doing something similar with this, which I think they might, because Kingdom Hearts 3 did really successful drawing the weight out for so long, so I think they want to keep on that practice going. I think we're most definitely going to get an announcement of this game this year, E3 2020, around that time, I would say, for the next Kingdom Hearts game. Square Enix has adopted, I think, this new method of game hype called drawing the weight out. That's what I like to call it, where they announce the game right when it starts development, essentially, draw the weight out for a long time and keep fans eagerly waiting for news years on end. And when the game officially comes out, the hype is going to be so big and so legendary that it's just going to sell so many copies, and it's been successful for them. They first did it with Final Fantasy 15. That was first announced as Versus 13 back in 2006. I don't think the game even started development at that point. It was just a concept then. It kept on going, and when Final Fantasy 15 eventually came out, it sold a fuck ton of copies like the first day. Kingdom Hearts 3, they announced that right when it started development. This time around, they had us Kingdom Hearts YouTubers to hype up the thing. So I was part of that little hype machine they had going there. Whoop, whoop. Eventually came out in 2019, and hype was such at a fever pitch that it sold 5 million copies first week. And they're also doing the exact same thing with 7 Remake. They announced it in 2015. Right when it started development. It's coming out in this year, and hype set a fever pitch for that too. Another thing they have in common is Nomura is developing all those games as well. So it's either Nomura or Square Enix that's going with this. I don't know. He's a very ambitious guy. He likes to keep people updated on things a little bit too much, I'd say. I don't like that practice necessarily, because it does lead to disappointment for a lot of people. Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 15. I think a similar thing might be happening with 7 Remake as well, but we'll see. I think they're gonna do the exact same practice with this next Kingdom Hearts game, since it's worked out so well physically for them. And speaking of Nomura, let's talk about him next. What's his future gonna be like with Kingdom Hearts? For what we know right now, what his future is gonna look like is he's just finishing up Final Fantasy 7 Remake right now. That's finishing development. It's coming out in April. Pretty exciting. We're all pretty hyped about that. But that's just part 1 of the game, baby. That's just the Midgar section, what they're releasing in April. The next part, the next half of the game, sometime later on after that. It might be a year or a few years before anything like that comes out. Nomura is still going to be a very busy man with 7 Remake over the next few years, because this game's just so ambitious it can't fit in one game. They have to split it up into 2. After Kingdom Hearts 3, this is their big high-profile game. That's what they're going to be talking about for a lot of the time. FF16 is going to be announced soon as well, but I think they're still going to put a lot of focus on the 7 Remake and get that out the door before 16 can ever happen. I think Nomura's focus is going to be mainly on that for right now, and until that game is fully finished and out the door, he won't have time to fully put himself into Kingdom Hearts game. Right when he was kicked off of FF15, he went right on to work on 7 Remake while he was still working on Kingdom Hearts 3. So this man, he likes to keep himself busy. I think he can work on both games at the same time. He just won't have his full focus on both, since he's kind of in a similar situation with that, because at the start of Kingdom Hearts 3's development, he was working on 15 before he was kicked off that. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine working on both. He's used to it. He likes doing it, apparently. Or Square Enix just likes to use them as their little cash cow for their big games or whatever at this point. I just don't think Nomura is going to necessarily be held back by Final Fantasy 7 Remake's development on the next Kingdom Hearts game and Kingdom Hearts going forward. He's still doing the story updates for Union Cross and keeping us updated on that and setting up the next saga for Kingdom Hearts. He's making sure that's going on. So he is still a very, very busy man, and I think he can do both 7 Remake and Kingdom Hearts, whatever the next thing is, at the same time. As long as he just doesn't add another thing in there, then I think we might be in trouble. Kingdom Hearts is his baby though, so he's always gonna put as much love as he can into that. So don't worry, him being on FF7 Remake ain't gonna harm the next Kingdom Hearts game that much. But he still will be busy. He won't have his full attention on it. And I think he likes it that way. And finally, Union Cross. I think they're going to be keeping that game going for as long as it possibly can. Trying to add as much lore into the game and story updates as possible to keep people's interest going in it and keep people playing and keep people invested so they can spend more money on the loot boxes for medals and jewels and stuff like that. This game is a big moneymaker for Square Enix. All those mobile games are, you know, with the whole medals and jewels and stuff like that. It makes them a lot of money. So I think they want to keep that going for as long as they possibly can, and keeping the story updates going, keeping people's focus on it since it's setting up the next story of Kingdom Hearts games. A lot of that stuff is also building into Remind as well. That's what they're building up towards, but it's also for the next Kingdom Hearts game as well. And I think when Remind comes out, they're going to keep that going and keep on building up the next saga right there. As long as they can keep making money on it, it's gonna keep going. They just started that whole Keyblade War event thing, so maybe they're trying to end it off with that. I don't know, but I don't think Square Enix would intentionally end off that thing right now. It's still a big moneymaker for them. Don't worry, that game is not going to be going anywhere. Make sure you're caught up for the next Kingdom Hearts story, which I hate that kind of practice though, because the Kingdom Hearts story is convoluted enough. It's complicated, it's crazy, you know, you have to know so much before going into it to fully appreciate and enjoy the Kingdom Hearts story, really, pretty much. They're doing a kind of similar thing with this on a mobile game that might not necessarily be there forever, so might have a hard time keeping up with the next story of Kingdom Hearts if they're really depending on this. You know, I made a whole video talking about that kind of practice if you want to go see that. I don't necessarily like that they're doing it. I just hate Union Cross in general. I just hate it. I never play it anymore. I used to play it a lot like a while ago, but I got to a point where I could not progress any further without giving Square Enix some of my money, and I was not going to do that, so I just stopped playing. It depends on if it keeps on making Square Enix money. As long as it can do that, Nomura can keep on adding lore elements into it and keep that going for a while. That's going to keep Kingdom Hearts fans' thirst very quenched, so make sure to look at those if you want to keep up with Kingdom Hearts for the next couple of years, you know, while Kingdom Hearts Next, I would say, is in development. Again, I think that's going to be announced this year, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is also true. News is going to be very slow on that. And yeah, that's what I think Kingdom Hearts is going to be looking like in the next few years. Next game is going to be in development, going to be announced this year, if they're going to be doing something similar like with Kingdom Hearts 3. Nomura is still going to be working on 7 Remake, but he's still going to have time to work on the next one. And Union Cross is going to keep Kingdom Hearts fans pretty well salivated until a lot of stuff starts to ramp up with the next game. So that's what I think the future is going to be looking like. You know, this is just an educated guess on my part. I don't know what's going on at Square Enix exactly, so anything could really happen. Don't go in expecting something and then get disappointed. Just be patient. Over these past few years of waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, I have learned that patience is something that is very important to have. Games are getting bigger and bigger and longer to develop, and since that's the case, patience is a much more required thing at this point. If you just have that and make sure that you... I thought someone yelled at me. Oh no, am I making too much noise? If you just have patience and just sit back, relax, and, you know, enjoy some other games. So I've been wanting to get into Persona a little bit. Maybe I'll do that in the meantime. You can watch me. I'm going to be getting into a lot of other games as well on this channel, so I'm prepared for that if you want to stay tuned for all that stuff. The future of Kingdom Hearts may be a very slow one after Remind comes out. Don't just assume that nothing's going to happen, because Kingdom Hearts is going to have a future, but it's going to require patience. Hi guys, what's going on? Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I want to get on this little face cam here real quick to show you my new place. What do you think? I got my own little living common area shit right here. It's fucking amazing, dude. Bedroom over here as well. You know, it's just I get... This place is freaking amazing, man. That's why there's not been videos over like the past couple days. I've been moving in and adjusting and preparing this room for me to live in for the next few months. Get used to this background right here if I'm not using the green screen. Still not got everything set up. I have my like posters and stuff set up yet. Have them though. Let me show you. I got my Kingdom Hearts 2 poster right here. Look at that shit. I got my Keyblade. Who? Come over, get this gas. You don't want no smoke. But yeah, this is my new place, and I just want to show you. Get on face cam a little bit and do that little thing for the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me down in the comments below what you think the future of Kingdom Hearts is going to be. Do you agree with me? Do you have your own little idea of what's going to be the future? And what kind of stuff do you want to see in the next Kingdom Hearts game? What do you want it to be? Tell me down in the comments below your opinion. Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, turn on notifications. Really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to try and get ready to start making videos again. All right.